It's day 401. It's raining. Not much because the yard's still dry. We've had a little scattering overnight again. It didn't dampen the dust. It's raining now because my dad's gone putting banger ropes out to keep the pigeons off the oilseed rape. It's forecast on his phone that it wasn't going to rain till this afternoon. Anyway, it's raining now, so that's what's called sod's law. Anyway, hopefully it carries on. It has sort of messed us up a bit though, because we wanted to sow some cornflowers this morning. But we'll just see what comes, and if it dries off again, we'll go sowing cornflowers. There's only about 100 tonne left in the back of the shed there. This wagon's waiting for a fixing number, so we're going to load him, but if he can't get a fixing number, he'll have to tip it back out again, but it just saves him a bit of time once he's got it. Without getting a fixing number off him, we don't know whether he could have just like rocked up and just said, oh, I've come for this, and then got loaded and then just disappeared and stolen it. So we need a fixing number off the company that we're storing it for, so that we know that it's not stolen. Got his paperwork sorted, a few more buckets and then he's off. He's actually taking it to half an hour from where Colin McRae was born, up in Scotland. Snazzy, innit? A little light for the bikes to say don't cut on the inside. Just going to taking this now for a respray, so we'll see what it looks like in a few days. Looks like someone else has realised that roundabout's going to take a while. Heavy plant moving. Get it? More heavy plant crossing. Simon's here for chips, so I'm just going to load him up with a big bucket. James is chipping over there. See if you can guess which side of the fast track I've washed. Might be able to tell in a second. Difference, eh? Can't even see the wheels are yellow. We had a squeak on the back of the fast track before, but I think just got soil in the brakes. A little stone, because they have outboard brakes on the fast tracks. Anyway, it stopped squeaking now, we've cleaned it off. And I've cleaned the wheels a bit. It's a sad day. The Wackanoosan's going back that we've had on demo. It's been great to have it for a week, but it's actually going up the road to me mate. It's garden centre. He's going to have it on demo. Can't fit many telehandlers on a beaver tail. For that as well, electric dumper and the electric mini digger for working in a food factory, 0 emissions. That's full of batteries. It's clever though, isn't it? Just literally the same chassis. Motor there. An electric mini digger as well. Looks the same. It's a sad day to see it go. Just in the S of the NHS. Adam's just power harrowing it now. We're going to sow some blue flowers into this. We've got cornflower seeds, so we're going to work the ground level nicely and then sow it with a quad bike, we think. Just working it up there now, let it loose. We'll roll it level, sow the seeds on, then roll them in, I think. This is the H. Just doing a little bits there. That is a magpie's nest made of wall ties that was in a tree, and it now weighs an absolute ton. It fills the wheelbarrow. Just remembered I still got Johnny's stone trailer, so I'm just going to run it back to him now. Look at that from Merlo. 12 tonne to 10 metres. I'm going to back it out. It's locked. Yeah. This is a serious Merlo. 12 tonne. It's even got a side shift. You can see it sliding sideways. Little roller on there. Size of that boom. Double tip rams. Double lift rams. It's telling me I'm not central with the side shift. It's huge. John's going to boom it out. Look at that headstock. It's as big as that 724. It's unusual, that 724 in that colour as well. Look at the thickness of that. You can put a 6-ton bucket on the front of it. Well, you can tell he put a 12-ton bucket on, but the bucket would weigh a few ton. Thickness of that. How heavy is it? 12.5 ton. 14 ton. So he puts like a 12-metre grain pusher on that. It's a beast. Pretty good lock for the size of it. Probably better than a loading shovel. It's what we need on the baler. One of the original black 936s with the original screen, no fussy ad blue. Proper tractor. What will it hold? 5 ton?
No, 4 ton. Well, 4 ton 200 to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 200 to here. So if you filled it up here,
It'd be 6 ton, wouldn't it?
Probably looking at 5 ton.
Got the quad out now with a spinner on the back. Normally we use it for slug pellets, but today we're using it for this. £1,000 worth of little mini paint brushes. It's actually should I use it as a quiz question? No, I'm going to tell you. It's actually cornflower seeds, and I'm hoping they're all blue, so when we sow the NHS it'll look great in blue. But I'm a bit reluctant to tip him in the sower because like I say, it's £1,000 for that bag. Adam power hour'd it all before, and then we've just gone over it with the straw rake and dusted it a bit more level, and then we're going to go and sow it now with the quad bike. Andrew's come filling this drain in with the JCB. He's got the door open so we can see what he's doing, because you have to lean out the side to see. So we'll come back in 5 minutes when he's tipped it on its side in the bottom of the hole. If anyone remembers the Kramer stand at the Royal Show at Stoneleigh, the guy used to dig a hole in something a bit like that, and the odd time he did roll it. These bigger wheels going over them ruts. It's like a toffee hammer, isn't it, instead of a sledgehammer? Oh, power.
Look how nervous he is.
It looks like it needs remote controls, doesn't it? We just stand here and do it.
It's like Brooder, 1.32 scale.
Hey, it looks a big hole with that next to it. Here we are at the landfill site.
Yeah. They make good clip, mate, if he rolls it over though.
Go on, roll it over for a laugh. Power.
Doing a good job.
Has it got a turbo? Put the bucket flat or you dig a hole. Watch me topsoil. It took 1,000 years to grow that. There we go. Black skies, sunshine, no rain, missed us again. Adam's just finishing off behind me now. Christine's been trying to find seed socks. Herms has managed to lose another 3 seed socks. This is one of the reasons why I decided it was far better for Spaldings to distribute them than us, because parcel stuff does my head in. We're still sorting it out with Spaldings. We've had to get them do a load of paperwork to have them properly CE marked, and that's took a bit longer than we thought, but you will be able to buy them from Spaldings very soon if anyone's waiting for one. Well, he's not managed to roll it yet, and the field's getting a bit leveler, so that's a good sign. The chipper has auto lube, so it should grease the bearings all on its own, but for some reason you can never tell whether it's working or whether it's not, and whether it's getting to the bearings. So this bearing here is now gone, and we've now got 2 of the rollers that James has found that fell out of there, so we're gonna have to take that off, change that. Looks an easy one to do, to be honest. And then for some reason there's a bolt up here sheared as well. Now that might be a little bit more difficult because I might have to drill that out and tap it and pull it out. So constant maintenance on chippers. Maybe when I get to 100,000 subscribers I'll buy a new chipper, but I don't know whether YouTube will pay me for that much. It's took a bit of a nosedive on the 1st of April. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to be. The advertising revenue isn't worth as much to the people that advertise on it, so they bid apparently. So for the last sort of 4 weeks it's been well sort of down really, whereas the trend was sort of growing. Well, now it's like, ugh. Anyway, it is what it is, but hopefully it'll be up by June when the sprayer arrives. It's not often the yard's completely empty of stuff to chip, but we've managed to break the back of it today. Well, James has finished it, and then we've got to do some maintenance now on the chipper. So luckily the pile isn't there. We can start working on the chipper, sort some bearings out, a few other little bits and bobs, a bit of welding on it and different things, and then back to work, and then obviously there'll be a pile there again to chip. This is today's quiz question. It's basically this lump of steel. It's got an L shape, bit of a leg to it, and a hub on it with a bearing. It's off the disc. How much do you think that was? This machine I think has got 48 of them on it maybe, but have a guess what you think that'd be. There's no answer yet to yesterday's quiz question to tell you today, because obviously it was just who's been watching from the beginning, who's seen them all. So amazing how many people have watched nearly all of them, and amazing how many people are working back through them as well. But if you are going to work back through them, do it quick, because the longer you leave it, the further ahead we'll get, because we're on day 401 today already. That's about it for today. Hopefully we've got some rain on the way, because BBC Breakfast has been talking about doing some filming on Thursday about the lack of rain. So that's bound to make it rain, hopefully. So thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Don't forget, leave a comment below. And here's an outro from James Holden.